It is so amazing how sensitive the world's best athletes are. What's going on, guys? This is Jabrilly here, and I'm here with back again with another video. Nice, smooth, and handsome. I shade for you guys. I shade for you guys. But you never had a beard. Shut up. I shade for you guys. Now, I want to come out here because, quite honestly, what can I say? The world is funny. The world is very funny. And one of the reasons why it's funny is because the Brody, Russell Westbrook, I'm just going to get into it. Raw, uncut talk. Sports talk from your boy, the Juice Man. Russell Westbrook doesn't like it when people say he's stat padding his stats. Now, I'm one of the guys, to be honest with you, I love Russell Westbrook's attitude. I love his... I love how dynamic of a player he is. I love how much of a savage he is on the court. But one thing I have to say is that if you really ask me if I'm really impressed, and like I said, I'm a regular dude. I'm an average dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a professional basketball player. But what I can tell you is this. This is annoying. I hate when it gets out of focus, but whatever. But one thing I can tell you is that even though I'm not a professional basketball player, what I can tell you is this. I am not that impressed with this stat. The fact that Russell Westbrook now has, he's the first player ever in history to have 2 seasons where he averages triple doubles. I can't even speak. That didn't even freaking make sense. Holy crap! I mean, the focus is out, and I'm not even making sense. I'm sorry about that. But Russell Westbrook's the first player in NBA history to average a triple double. 2 years in a row. I mean, for 2 seasons, especially 2 years in a row. And to be quite honest, I love Russell Westbrook. I love his attitude, but I'm not that impressed because I watch the games. I watch it, and I'm friends with a couple OKC fans, but I'm not really impressed. I'm not. And one of the reasons why is because, dude, you stat pad your rebounds. Now whenever you say that, he's always like, "Well, I take pride in what I do. I don't give a ish." I'm not swearing, but he's like, "Oh, I don't care." Like, I hear all that crap. But I take pride in what I do. All right, bro, you can take pride in what you do. Bottom line is you can get all sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I know. His wife, was coming at people. Not necessarily. She was under the House of Highlights page, and she said that there's a lot of things you could do better than Russell Westbrook. Stop hating, focus on what you can do better. Listen, this is not a situation coming at his character. I mean, first of all, you guys are catching feelings over triple doubles and padding stats. We're not saying Russell Westbrook's a bad guy, but it's clear and obvious he pads stats, and I'm not that impressed, to be honest with you. Now you can take my talk and my advice, and the Juice Man really be like, "Well, you don't get triple doubles. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the NBA." I understand that. So if you don't like my opinion, guess what? You can unsubscribe. Or you can not stop watching. You can go to Sports Talk Joe, and you can listen to all that LeBron sucking balls talk. Go there. Go to Sports Talk Joe page. I come out here and I just tell you how I feel. And how I feel is I think his triple doubles are overrated. Quite honestly, he's past the stats. How can you watch an OKC Thunder game? I watched the OKC Thunder game against the Memphis Grizzlies last game of the regular season. And there's times when Steven Adams backs away from the rebound and lets Russell Westbrook get it. How is that even impressive? How's that even impressive? How can some of y'all look at me and say, "Yo, what he's doing is historic" and all that? And guess what? This OKC team, has more talent than it did last year, and they're in the same place. And how is it that Victor Oladipo leaves OKC and becomes an all-world, all-star player for Indiana Pacers? They're fifth in the East. I mean, if we could compare the records, I mean, like I said before, I believe the Pacers have more wins. The Pacers have more wins than the Thunder. Let me just look that up real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got the laptop. You know what I'm saying? I hope you like the different setup. I mean, let's just look at it for a second. I mean, Pacers. I know the Thunder have 45 wins. How many do the Pacers have? The Pacers have. Boy, I will jump on my chair if they have more wins. That's crazy. Yo, give me the standings. Listen, the 48 wins. They're fifth in the East. And the Thunder have 48 wins. All right, so so they're even, but they shouldn't be even. When you have Melo, this year has been washed. Oh my goodness. I mean, to be honest with you, being a Knicks fan, I'm not mad at the trade. I was never mad at the trade. I feel like Melo deserves to go to a team that's going in the playoffs, and playoff Melo is different. But with Paul George on the team, when you have Paul George and you have Russell Westbrook and you have Carmelo Anthony, that should be a 50-win team. Steven Adams, that should be a 51 team, but it's not, because everything revolves around Russell Westbrook. And a lot of you guys come out here and talk about how there's this thing where it's like people are afraid to come at Russell Westbrook because he's a savage, because like it's a foul mouth, and you know what I'm saying, he's a savage. He has no regard for human life when it comes to the media. I don't give a damn. I was about to swear. I don't give a damn. I honestly don't give a damn. And I'm nobody. Like, I'm nobody. I have no money compared to Russell Westbrook, but I don't give a damn. I'm coming at these athletes. You know what I'm saying? And they're probably never going to look at me, look at my stuff. I don't care. But one thing you should know with my subscribers only, and even viewers, even the people who secretly hate and don't want to subscribe, one thing I know, I'm going to speak my damn mind. And one of the things I'm going to say is that's not damn impressive. Yeah, I know getting a triple-double is hard as hell. But guess what? I didn't say padded stats wasn't hard. It's hard. It's hard. But it's still not impressive to me, because I care about one thing: victories. W's. And when you have a more talented team than you did last year, there should be growth, especially in a Western Conference that's top heavy with Warriors and Rockets. Everybody else is good, not great. It's great, good. It's top heavy, good. And you know what I'm saying? Like, this is top heavy. You should be third. You should be third with 50 wins, and you're not. And one of the reasons why is because you're so focused on getting a triple double and padding your stats. You're not worried about your victories. You're not worried about championships and winning and wins and stuff like that. Because guess what? Last year when he averaged that triple double and won that MVP, which I firmly believe he deserved, but guess what he did with it? When the first round against the Houston Rockets, laid an egg. They lost in 5 games. And the reason why they lost in 5 games is because guess what? Houston Rockets had a game plan. They had a game plan. And yes, Russell Westbrook can come out here and try to get triple doubles, but when no one else on your team is used to carrying a load, you fail, because you don't win championships by one man. Never seen a team led by one guy doing all the work win a championship. So this is why I'm not that impressed, because this is not going to win you a championship. And the bottom line is, like I said before, yeah, what he's doing is impressive, but you can't deny that Russell Westbrook's hard to guard with. And this is not a video directing hate towards the Brody, because I love the Brody, but I gotta be honest, we gotta criticize these athletes. We gotta criticize LeBron when he does some dumb stuff. Excuse me, I was about to swear, but I didn't swear. Remember what I said? If I swear, I'll do a challenge, and the person who comments it could tell me what the challenge gotta be. But I'm telling you right now, we gotta come at these athletes. You know, if LeBron does some dumb stuff, we gotta come at him. KD does some dumb stuff, we gotta come at him. Curry does some dumb stuff, we come at him. Russell does some dumb stuff, we come at him. Harden, dumb stuff, come at him. I'm sick and tired of these athletes hurting and crying and moaning. Yo, I take pride in what I do. Yeah, bro, congratulations. You take pride in what you do, but you don't win. Congratulations, you won 48 games. The same victories as the Indiana Pacers. And don't give me this bull crap about, well, the East is different. The East is weaker. Is it really weaker? Because last year, the East technically was stronger than the West, because the West had an 8 seed that had a losing record. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it honest. I mean, I can't remember the team, but the bottom line, because they're so bad, I can't remember the team. But the bottom line is, like, last year, technically, the East was better. It was better. They had more winning teams. Listen, I'm done with this argument about the East and West. Yes, is the East weaker? Talent-wise, hell yes. But in terms of team-wise, I don't really see it, because at the end of the day, I think all teams, the way the season was adding up, and I'm kind of getting off topic, the way the season was, bottom line was like, yeah, I mean, you're really good, and there were like a couple teams, 2 or 3, 4 teams that were like average, and the rest were horrible. Bottom line is like this: we're gonna come at these athletes, and bottom line is, I don't know why people are catching feelings because we're criticizing you for stat padding. Yeah, we're criticizing you for stat padding because that's what you do. That's what you do. I mean, I watch your games and I see Carmelo backing away so you can get a rebound. I see Steven Adams backing away so you can get a rebound. I see him, Corey Brewer backing away to get a rebound. Paul George, all NBA type of all-star, a perennial all-star, and Paul George, he's backing away so you can get a rebound. I mean, that's not impressive to me. You pad the stats. And isn't it funny, the last game of the season, how he had 20 rebounds, 14 assists, and he had 6 points. Russell Westbrook had 6 points. He was trying to get it. And listen, I have no problem with you padding stats in January and December when if you're facing a Brooklyn Nets team and you're up by 15 and you have 63 already, and hey, if you want to go for 70, go for 70. Go shoot the ball. If you want to go for 80, go for 80. Go ahead. If you want to get 20 rebounds to break a record, go ahead. But when your team is fighting for a playoff position and you're more focused on getting rebounds, how can I be impressed by that? And all of you guys gonna come out here and say, well, you have no right. What he's doing is so hard. He's one of the best players in the world. He's one of the best players in the world. But guess what? You can see one of the best players in the world and be difficult to play with. Kobe Bryant was that. But the difference is Kobe Bryant will give you rings. Because he just cared about winning. Didn't care about no stupid stat in terms of, getting rebounds. I can't be impressed by this triple-double crap. I really can't. And guess what? If Russell Westbrook and his for all the media, I'm not in the media. I don't think so. I'm just a guy who gives advice. But here's what I got to say. For all the media out here who get disrespected by Russell Westbrook, don't back down. Who gives a damn? Is Russell Westbrook going to beat your ass? No, he's not going to beat your ass. So give him the question. Ask him why he's padding his stats. Because that's what he's doing. I'm not afraid to say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm friends with some OKC guys. I don't give a damn. Your point guard's padding stats, and guess what? You should be having 52 wins, not 48. You should be having 55 wins. But he's so focused on getting his stats and padding his stats and getting the triple-double average that, quite honestly, you could have had a better seed. And so what I have to say is, listen, Russell Westbrook's one hell of an athlete. I respect him. But let's not get it twisted. This is not some sort of indictment on his personality. I love his personality. His fashion is kind of questionable, but padding stats. Congratulations, you padded stats. But listen, if you don't make it, if you don't get to the conference finals, bro, I'm judging you, because that's 2 seasons when you've averaged a triple double, and this season when you have elite talent around you with Paul George and Carmelo, you're gonna have playoff Melo. And you don't get to the Western Conference Finals at least, which means you gotta beat. Like I said, they're they are, I believe, the 15th, 4th. I'll get to that. I think they're the 15 or 16. Comment me if I'm wrong. But so you're gonna have to go through Golden State or Houston. I think you're gonna go through Golden State in the second round. So hey, man, like I said before, dude, hey, this is all fine and dandy, but this is winning. This is the winning season. This is the team. This is when you win. And quite honestly, I can go on and on. But that's something I'll just have to carry on again. But that's going to be it for me. Subscribe if you love the video. Comment your thoughts. Hey, if you disagree with me, go shoot. Like it. And shout out to my subscribers. We're growing this channel. The road to 1,000 subscribers is here. I'm calling it the road to 1,000. The road to 1K. And keep following me on the journey. And like I said, I take pride in being the voice of the voiceless. But if you don't agree with my voice, you feel free to speak. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to speak. If you respectfully disagree, shoot. And I'll engage with you, all right? So that's going to be it for me. Peace.